there is a silent teacher and possibly self-esteem killer happening in your home right now. Hi, I'm Sylvia Badwi from Agora Prep Academy. I've established the Academy in 2021 and I am here in order to give you some tips and tricks on everything education. So, social media, silent enemy? Possibly. It is the bane of a lot of parents' existence because honestly, we cannot monitor the content. I can't monitor even between the games that my kids are downloading. I can't monitor the ads in between there. All the silly romance stories that they can pursue, all the sexual innuendos. The fact is, social media sneaks its way into their lives. It does not make a showing like, ah, I'm here. No one even knows that they're watching it. In fact, sometimes a child himself or herself don't know that they're watching social media. The other day I walked in and my daughter was watching Pinterest. And I know she loves going on Pinterest because she gets a lot of creative ideas on arts and crafts, but she wasn't just looking at a project, she was watching a short video. And I said to her, oh, I had no idea that Pinterest has videos now. Oh yes, they do, mommy. They have all kinds of videos, funny videos, dance challenges, and I'm thinking, what? Pinterest was one of those websites that I was okay for her to be on. It was one of those websites that I thought didn't have any kind of content to push towards social media. But apparently, TikTok videos and Reels from Instagram and Reels from Facebook can be pushed onto any other and shared with any other kind of social media platform. I didn't even think Pinterest was a social media platform. Back in my days, Pinterest was like Canva. It was a place you go and you pin different ideas. But here's the thing, parents are giving their kids phones earlier and earlier in life. Let me ask you this, why? Why are you giving your child a phone? They're 9 years old. They don't have the capacity or the understanding or the maturity to deal with the content that they are going to consume on this small, flat, little piece of device. The fact is that if you tell me, oh, I'm sending them to school with a phone in case they need to get in touch with me, listen, I grew up without a phone. And I know all of y'all did too, okay? And we didn't have a phone attached to our hips. We didn't have radiation coming through our ears every time we used it. The fact is that if you need to get in touch with your child, you can call the school. You're giving them that phone to empower them. And unfortunately, they misuse it. And then we turn around and we're upset with them. Why are we upset with them? It's out there, that's the content. And they're consuming it. And we're the only ones to blame for giving them the medium to be able to get that message. So if you don't want to compete with a cell phone, don't buy them a cell phone. Keep it until they're mature. Keep it until they're older. Now, albeit, I'm getting my child a cell phone. She's turning 14 though. And I told her that she needs to work in order to pay for the plan because I'm not paying for her cell phone. In fact, I am limiting her data. I know she can go on Wi-Fi. I know she's gonna go around my back. But I also told her that the only condition that I can give her a cell phone is if she gives it back to me when she comes home from school so that she's not on it 24/7 after she comes back from school. She could use her laptop to message her friends. She doesn't need her cell phone. And that she will allow me to look at it whenever I want because the minute I ask for it and she doesn't give it to me is the minute I know she's doing something she doesn't want me to see is the minute I take it away. And now she's got no cell phone and we're back to zero. So the fact is you have to put in conditions. I get it. Some of you need to give a cell phone to your child. Fine, no problem. Single parents, night shift workers, I get it. I totally hear you. But make sure you have the parameters and the conditions in place because the stuff these kids are consuming is next level. I don't know if you know this, but a few years ago there was a Tide Pod challenge where teens were challenging other teens to eat a pod of Tide detergent on camera. And so many kids went to the hospital, and of course, some passed away as a result of this challenge. It's insane. Another challenge is making sure that you catch on camera a child who thinks there's a chair that they're gonna sit on blindfolded, and then they remove the chair. One child fell and almost punctured his tailbone. These are not funny. They're funny to them, but they're not funny to the parent who has to deal with a child with a broken back. At the end of the day, what they consume is our fault because we gave them the medium and the device to consume it. You can't tell me that you give a child a poisoned apple and you wonder why they ate it. The fact is you gave it to them. You gave them the device. They trust your judgment. That's you as an adult. It's on you. So give them a phone, do it, but make sure that you're monitoring it. Make sure that you're following through and that you're taking care of them. Just like you would take them to the doctor when they are unhealthy, just like you take them to the dentist when you need a teeth checkup, make sure you're checking their phones at all times for their mental health checkup. Because social media is causing a lot of teenagers to be depressed, to have anxiety, severe anxiety. There's cyberbullying. There's also a higher rate of suicide because of social media. I'm not anti-social media. Hey, I'm on it. I'm doing it right now. I'm recording a video for YouTube. So it's not that I'm anti-social media. I'm anti, just like with all the other issues, gender identity being one of them, teaching it to kids when they're not mature enough to handle it. And that is the truth of the matter.